Hi everybody, Peter Sterlacci here, founder of Believe, Become, Be Your Brand, with today's personal branding with a spin video. Now you might recall I've recently started a 4-part video series highlighting 4 myths and misconceptions about personal branding that I've discovered in my work here in Japan. And in my first video I shared with you that first myth, which was the idea that Japanese tend to think that by going through the personal branding process, they have to give up their group identity. And in that video we discussed how actually personal branding is not about isolating yourself from the group. Rather, it's using your personal brand to empower the group to reach a common goal. Well, today I'm chosen to use the backdrop of the old Imperial Palace here in Kyoto, Japan, to share with you the second myth that I've come across in my personal branding work in this country. And the myth that I want to share with you today is this idea that Japanese tend to think that really only top executives and managers have a personal brand, and that by going through years of work experience can you only legitimately develop the skills in order to have a brand. And I've actually had Japanese tell me, well, I don't believe I have a brand because I don't have enough experience yet. Well, what I do when I work with my clients here, what I do is I tell them that actually everybody has a personal brand. That our brands really don't come out of years of work experience, but rather we bring our brands, whether we realize it or not, into our daily lives and into our work lives. And really what I tell my clients is the trick is uncovering our personal brands and using that to consciously use it to our advantage. But the trick is really understanding what our personal brand is, because our brands really are held in the hearts and minds of others. And so we really have to combine self-analysis, looking deeply at ourselves, as well as getting feedback from others, from basically all the people around us who really make decisions about us based on our personal brand. And so with my clients, I continue to use what I think is the best tool out there in order to do this, and that is the 360 Reach Personal Brand Assessment Tool. I sincerely believe this is really one of the best ways to uncover what your brand attributes, your skills, your strengths, and your competencies are, and then using those in order to really understand what your personal brand is. And a lot of times if you take the time to work with a certified personal branding coach like myself, you can really take the results of that tool and really have a good understanding and a firm belief in what your personal brand is. And truly understand that we all have a personal brand and that we don't need to be an executive or a top manager in a company in order to have a brand. So I hope this has been a useful video for you. If you're interested in really understanding your personal brand and using the 360 Reach tool, well, I encourage you to go to my website at petersterlacci.com and go to the services link on my page. And right there I have what's called a test ride package. And this will enable you to have about 2 weeks access to the 360 Reach tool. That feedback will go into your email inbox, and then you'll have a 1-hour Skype consultation call with me, and we'll go over what your results are so that you have an understanding of your own personal brand. And I call it a test ride because honestly, it's almost like when you go to buy that new shiny new bike, and you really want to test it out first, take it for a spin, really make sure that it fit and that it's comfortable for you before you make that big investment in that nice new bicycle. Well, it's the same thing here. You know, take the test ride package, test it out, see if the personal branding process is a good fit for you. And then if you choose to, you can move on and go through the entire personal branding tour to believe, become, and be your brand. Well, anyway, I look forward to riding with my next ride, when I'll share with you the third myth that I've come across here in Japan in my work with my Japanese clients. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next ride. Continue riding on. Take care. Bye-bye.